A big surprise this week. Take a look. That is a hungry humpback whale. Zach Pillar and his dad were fishing for bass and tuna when suddenly the massive whale breached the surface and crashed back into the water right next to them. The whale actually tapped their boat and rocked it back and forth, but nobody was hurt, luckily. Juvenile humpback whales have been spotted more frequently along the Jersey Shore in recent years.
You could go see orcas too, like in Puget Sound. Would you want to do that outside Seattle?
That sounds fun. I would want to do that.
I know they call them killer whales, but I mean, I think you could see them from a safe vantage point. Yeah, I mean, look at Free Willy, right? So they made a whole movie about him. Well, at least that would be something to see if you watch the 18-inning Mariner game. Well, say Mariners and Astros. Would have been it tied for the fourth longest postseason game. Mariners lost, so I was watching that. I'm a Mariners fan, but that's okay. LSU won, and also Alabama lost. So, I'm not going to make any more people angry watching. I do have some good news, though. It's a little bit warmer moving into tomorrow outside. Actually, a little bit cloudy. You can see the fountain there, and the square down in Troy is pumping away. It's 49 degrees, though. It's a little bit chilly. Looking at some mostly cloudy skies. Winds are out of the southwest, about 6 miles per hour. This morning, we got down to the mid-40s, about 45 degrees in Dayton. So really not that far from average for this time of year. Looks like we all stayed out of the 30s, actually. High temperature today, we did get to 60 degrees in Dayton. The northern half of the area only hit the 50s. You can see 58 in Troy, 55 in Wapakoneta. So only a few places actually reaching the 60s, and Dayton was one of them. Temperatures now 49 in Dayton, like I mentioned, and looks like Urbana's at 37. That's the only place in the 30s so far. Picking up 50 in Oxford, though, so a little bit of a temperature gradient from Dayton to Urbana. You can see getting that cool that quickly. Oh, it happens sometimes. And we're going to be similar to where we were this morning as we head into the overnight hours, so fairly mild, or at least milder for your Sunday. High temperatures getting into the 60s again, and then the cold weather comes. We'll talk about that in a little bit. It is a little bit cooler than this time last night, though. You can see temperatures about 8 degrees cooler in Dayton, 4 degrees cooler in Troy, a 10, 11 degree difference as you head up closer toward Mercer and Auglaize County. Now, most of the Midwest is pretty quiet. You do have a few sprinkles up in the UP and then getting into Canada as well. And then down in Arkansas, a little bit of a boomy night down there. But other than that, most of the eastern United States is fairly quiet. But then as we move across the rest of the evening, we'll probably see some passing clouds. I mean, it'll be clear at times. We do have a little bit of cloud cover kind of passing through the area, and that'll help keep temperatures at least a little bit warmer. Now, the winds have died down quite a bit as well. They're generally out of the southwest, but they're not much stronger than a few miles per hour, and that's likely where they're going to remain overnight. But there is the chance for them to become a little bit breezy again moving into tomorrow, especially with the passage of a cold front. That cold front will bring some real frigid weather, some of the coldest temperatures we've seen this season, getting down to freezing for more places. You can see moving into the afternoon tomorrow. It takes a while, but once we get to the afternoon, the wind will pick up a little bit, so it will be breezy at times. Notice this too. You see, right near Xenia and everywhere north and west, the wind is coming from the northwest. But just south of Xenia, you notice the wind is coming from the southwest. So this little line here is actually where the cold front will likely be close to about 5:30. That's what happens when cold fronts pass through. It changes the direction of the wind, and that's why a lot more cold air comes in across the area. So tonight, generally clear, but some passing clouds. We'll see a few clouds Sunday, but generally clear. There's the cold front around 5:30 p.m., so about that time where you saw it on the winds. Once that comes through, that will help it be colder Monday morning, but you're really going to feel the difference once we move into Monday afternoon and Tuesday as well. Take a look at the next 7 days. While that could bring a late sprinkle, that cold front, it really is looking rather dry. So I'm putting that there just in case, but I really don't expect much of us to see anything as far as rain. But look at the temperatures. Highs only in the upper 40s Monday and Tuesday, lows down below freezing, so it definitely will be a cold start to the week before we're back to potentially the 70s on Saturday.
New tonight at 11, the